Hey guys, welcome back to Honey Money SG, and this time is the year 2022 first BTO launch in February. And I'm going to walk you through the map analysis of these few projects, right? Now for this video will be the Tengah BTO project, and let's go through what are the details. So as usual, very simple, I'll go through two maps, one from HDB Official Site and the other details from Google Map to see what are the nearby surrounding amenities that are supporting that BTO site. So without further ado, let's go to the maps, let's go. Alright folks, so let's start with the first Tengah project for February 2022. So this is project number 1, right? We have 710 units, so definitely the larger project. And the location is actually right at the Pan Island Expressway, just right beside it, right, along Tengah Boulevard and Garden Avenue. And from where we can see on the site map, we can see there is actually a proposed healthcare and medical care center, and then it is surrounded by parks and common greens. There is a proposed Tengah pond, so for people who like feng shui, you like water surrounding your neighborhood, then you will probably want to buy a unit facing the pond for this feng shui purpose. Now diagonally opposite, we have a proposed petrol station, and then we have a proposed church just right opposite. The nearest MRT will be at JE1 JRL, which is probably Tengah Plantation MRT. So that's like a 5 to 10 minutes walk to Tengah Plantation MRT if I estimate from this distance. So other amenities include a proposed primary school within the neighborhood. So this will be good if you want to send your kid to the nearest primary school. This will be it. Also, the Land Transport Authority is probably going to build a road that connects between Tengah Boulevard and Jurong Canal Drive, right? So this road over here is called the Future Transit Priority Corridor. Not really sure what it means. It's probably like a short highway or flyover, right? Also, for residents of this project, you have Jurongville Secondary School right opposite the Pan Island Expressway. So it will be very convenient for your kids if they want to attend this secondary school. And there's also a Jurong Polyclinic right here, just along Jurong East Avenue 1 if you prefer another healthcare facility. And then right over here, we have the Jurong Green Community Club as well. So that will probably be your nearest community club other than the Tengah Community Club. So that's about it for Tengah Project 1. Let us move on to Project number 2. Now for project number 2, we have 560 units of 2-room, 3-room, 4-room and 5-room flats. So previously in project number 1, we only have 4-room and 5-room flats, right? This time it's a little different. We have offerings of 2-room flexi and 3-room flats as well. So for those people who are single or you are elderly, then you will want to look at this 2-room flexi project. Now for this project, it's actually a separate location compared to project number 1, right? It's quite far away actually, because the nearest MRT is actually the Tengah main MRT. Right over here, this big MRT station. And the other good thing is it's actually near to Tengah Bus Interchange, which is under construction right now. Also, you will be surrounded by a lot of common greens. As with all Tengah flats, you will have a lot of gardens, a lot of pathways for you all to do exercise and all that stuff. Amenities wise, you actually have to walk a few distance to the nearby neighborhood center integrated with polyclinic. So that's like 2 streets away. Probably like a 10 to 15 minutes walk if I just estimate from here. And then there's a proposed civic and community institution. Not sure what this means and not sure what they are building anyway. Okay, and over here you can see that there's a high-rise residential development which the site has been sold. So if you are buying a unit facing this direction in the southwest, then you'll expect some block views. And there is also a church right here. If you're a Christian, then this will be really convenient for you. But other than that, I don't see much amenities for this project compared to other kind of Tengah projects, right? But I guess the bus interchange and the MRT station is good enough because it will help you really transit to the nearby amenities and even places like proposed sports and recreation sports center, right? That's where you could do your exercise, your gym, your pool. They probably built like a sports center right here in this region. So once we have looked through these 2 projects, right, we need to look at the application rates of the past few projects. So if we look at 5-room flats, the most recent we have Garden Bloom and Garden Court. And for 5-room, let's just focus on the first timer application rates, right? So if you are looking at first timer, it's around 3 applications per unit. So you are fighting with 2 other people per unit. And then for 4-room flats, we have around 2 to 3 in terms of Garden Bloom, Parkwoods and Garden Court. So around the same, it's around 3 applications per unit. And then if you want to select like a 3-room flat, the competition is less intense. We have 0.8 to 1.2. So you're most definitely going to get a flat if you're applying for 3-room flat. 2-room flexi is more for those singles and elderlies, and this kind of units is really catered for them, right? So not much competition in terms of 2-room flexi flat. You'll almost definitely get a flat, right, with this low application rates. So let's move on to the Google Maps for Tengah, right? Let's look at project number 1. Where is it located? So project number 1 is actually right here at this site, right? You see we have Jurongville Secondary School, and then we have a transit corridor that connects this road over to the Tengah Garden or Tengah Plantation. And then your project number 1 will be here, right? Let's make a contrast. So project number 1 is over here, and then over here at the Google Maps it will be here. So the good thing about project number 1 is it's really on the fringe of Tengah, right? It's right at the Tengah borders already, so it's not like in the heart of Tengah. So that will mean that you already have some amenities right over the Pan Island Expressway, like your hawker centers, your kopitiams, your schools, your healthcare facilities, all can be located within this Jurong East region. And it will mean a really short drive to the PIE, right? It's probably just a 3 minutes from your car park to PIE. You can hit up the expressway really fast and connect to where you want to be at your destination. And let's compare this with project number 2. So where is project number 2 is actually somewhere here, right? And I'm trying to locate this project on this map. I have no idea, but it will be somewhere here, right? If we just based on some estimate, because project 1 is over here, then project 2 will be somewhere here, I guess. But the thing about Tengah project is there's really not much you could do from the analysis, because a lot of things has not been built yet and it's very difficult to take a reference. So there's really not much to discuss about Tengah project other than the site map that HDB provides until they have built this site up, and then we can see more amenities. But if I'm applying for Tengah flat, I probably won't worry too much about the amenities, right? Because the government is trying to focus the new area in Tengah, so they likely build those supporting amenities such as groceries, restaurants, small eateries to actually help you on your daily lifestyle needs. And also build more schools and healthcare facility to facilitate people to set up their families here, right? But in terms of nearest proximity to shopping malls, then I think it's really out of question, because Tengah itself is not meant to be a shopping district. You probably need to travel to like Jurong East or Bukit Batok to actually visit those shopping centers, right? So like Jurong East, we have 4 shopping centers: IMM, GEM, Westgate, and JCube, right? And then at Bukit Batok, we have West Mall. So all these malls are really quite a distance apart. You probably have to take like a shuttle transit bus or take the MRT that connects you to Jurong East MRT. So regarding all the other stuff in terms of amenities and the site plan and build up and all that stuff, I'll cover it in my official analysis when the BTO is launched in February 2022. So stay tuned for that. And with that, if you enjoyed my little analysis of these 2 Tengah projects, right, project number 1 and project number 2, then do help me comment a thank you in the comment section. I'll greatly appreciate it, and let's get back to the video. Alright guys, welcome back from the map analysis. So I hope that these details have actually helped you to plan out which BTO is really suitable for you, right? And do look forward to my official videos for the BTO launch in February 2022, right? Where I'll be going through all the details that HDB will publish on their website. So if you have enjoyed my analysis and review, do help me give a like at the bottom of the video. Just takes 1 second of your time, and also consider subscribing to my channel for more of such housing content. Also join us over at our Telegram group at Honey Money SG, and check out my property and BTO playlist, because it will help you gain some knowledge on how the Singapore property market works and maybe some of the BTO rules that you should really take note of right here. My name is Christopher. This is Honey Money SG, steering young adults to financial independence.